What's happening, YouTube? Got a new flashlight review. It's been a while since we did one. This is the Klarus XT1a. This is a pretty sweet little light. I'm excited about it because it's got a smaller form factor but has a ton of power and has some very cool tactical type features that if you're into that kind of thing. When I say tactical, I use that word lightly, but as a good way to supplement, I guess, your firearm if you don't have a weapon-mounted light. I like to carry a handheld light. And this one definitely has some good features that if I had to identify a target quickly, I could do so. So I like this form factor. I like that it's smaller. It runs on a 14500 battery, which it is included. It's also rechargeable, and it comes with a little USB charger. It's one of these guys where you plug it into the actual battery. So pretty cool. With the 14500 battery, this sucker puts out 1000 lumens of power, which is amazing for the size of a battery that it's using. That the 14500s are that powerful versus the standard AA. Standard AA, you're probably getting only like 300 or 400, maybe max lumens. But if in a pinch you need to use a AA, you can. So what's cool about this light is it has this unique feature here with this tail switch. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That has two different basically switches here. So you have a mode here that you can do strobe warning, and then you have this mode here that it does have monetary on, which is automatically goes to high, or you can click it and go to constant on, and then you can use this top switch to change your output. But no matter what you do, when you push back on this on monetary, it's coming on at high, and this top button is coming on a strobe. Now I say that is the tactical mode. It comes actually out of the box in the outdoor mode, and here in the little manual here you got some instructions on how to do this, and I got to remember off the top of my head. I did it yesterday, so. But to go back to the standard outdoor mode, you basically hold down this button here for 5 seconds, and then this is going to flash. There's a little indicator light there, which is also your battery indicator. It's going to flash, letting you know it's ready to program. You actually have to keep holding this button, and then you just click this button, and that'll click it back into the outdoor mode, which instead of having strobe when you hit this mode, this button, top button here, it goes into like a low mode, I believe. Kind of like a moonlight mode, and then if you want to have it on high, you just again have the monetary. So you could use strobe, you could not use strobe. That's what's cool about this light. It's programmable. The two different switches. Now they did the same type of switch setup on their I can't remember the model number, but it's an 18650 tactical light. I think it's like 2000 plus lumens. It's pretty beastly. It's a pretty big light though. What I like about this is it's very compact. Now that being said, compact for this style light, it's actually kind of big for a AA light. So let's go ahead and compare it to the TrueNight Archer 1AV3, which is kind of one of my gold standards, and it's actually kind of a bigger. This is actually kind of even a bigger AA light. As you can see, this one's got a lot more diameter around it, and it's a little bit taller. This one also has the monetary on switch, which I like. But the big difference here is the dual switches is better. It has a deep carry clip, so it's going to carry a lot deeper. The thing I hate about this light is that it just has so much bezel sticking up out of my pocket, which I don't always like. So I do like the deep carry clip on this. Let's go over some basic specs before I get too far into it. So your lumen, like I said, on high is 1000 lumens on the 14500. It uses a Cree XPL HD V6 LED, which is is one of the new gold standards of a LED for a more cooler white. As you can see here, it's got a very cool white. Let's compare it to like a very. I used the Manker, but I could be using my new Fomalov. But you can see the warmth difference. Now this is on like low mode. Well, yes, this is a forward switch. Get used to these. This is actually one thing I don't love on a lot of tactical or flashlights. I shouldn't just say tactical. So this is an 18650 light compared to this, and you can see cool light versus warm. Your compatible, like I said, with the 14500 or AA. It's got a smooth reflector on it here, as you can see. It is 1 inch by 1 inch by 4.24 inches as far as your diameter, 2.17 ounces without the battery, and it is, I believe, IPX8 waterproof. Let me just double check. Yes, IPX8 waterproof resistance. Your beam distance is going to be in meters, 182 meters on high. So it's got a pretty good throw on it for its size. And it'll run actually 1 hour on the 1000 lumens, which is pretty remarkable because there's a lot of lights out there like these Olights that are typically like really powerful on their high mode, but only for like 2-3 minutes, and then they cycle down considerably. This one will stay on high up to 3 hours, which is pretty amazing. So, especially on that little battery. So nice job on that, Klarus. I don't know how hot it would get being on for an hour, but probably pretty warm. Okay, so we're going to roll in some footage of some outdoor shots of this, and then we're going to wrap up the video. Alright, I'm out with the XT1a. My voice sounds funny, it's because I have teeth whitening strips on. And it's late, but I wanted to do this video while it's dark, so just out here doing some beam shots with the XT1a. Now that's on high there. It's 1000 lumens. And then strobe warning. If you click the... Well, if you hold it down, it turns on, and then if you click the top switch, you can go through the different modes. So you have your low, medium, back to low, medium. So there's 3 modes there, like a moonlight, then it goes back to high. And then if you turn off the light, strobe warning, you just click the top button, you go right to strobe. Or if you just short press the main button, you're in high. So love the switch layout. And then you can program it to do like an outdoor mode where it doesn't have the strobe, and I'll show that in a later video. Alright guys, so some outdoor shots of that in the dark. I really dig this light. I think it's a great size. It fits the hand well, but it's not too big. It's easy to carry. I love the deep carry clip. I like the dual switch. I think it's a great idea. It's so easy to use. I kind of like rock my thumb back for the high mode, or I want to go forward, I just press it forward for strobe. If you want to keep it in tactical, you can obviously not. That's what's great. If you don't want to use the strobe mode, you don't have to. There's a whole other mode. If you want to use this as an EDC everyday carry flashlight for if you're using the light for work or something like that, maybe you're an electrician or something like that, you can do that and have dual modes as well, but kind of have it serve two purposes. I don't need it for that. Only thing I really need this light for is for when I carry my firearm and it's dark outside. I want to be able to have something to identify a possible threat if needed. And I like handheld lights versus weapon lights a lot because you're not having to draw your weapon to use the light. A lot of guys will carry a handheld light and a weapon light, which I think is not a bad idea either, which is something I probably will end up doing once I can find a good light that fits the Walther PPQ subcompact, because so far I found no lights out there that fit it. So, but for the meantime, this is going to be my go-to choice for that. So it fits the hand well. Now it will not work with the Thyrum. What is this called? Oh my gosh, switchback. Thank you. The 18650 one is obviously going to be too big, and then the AA one they make is way too small. So it isn't compatible with that, which is too bad. I'd love to see Thyrum kind of expand their mode outside of Surefire, because it does fit on a lot of different flashlights that aren't Surefire, like this Olight M2T Warrior that I did a video on. This has been where this one has been residing for a long time on this light, but I took it off just to try it, just to see. So, but I prefer to carry a smaller light than this. So this is a pretty compact 18650, but it's still too big for me in my preferences. This one is about perfect in size. I'd actually like to see it even a little bit slimmer, more like this Through Night. If they could somehow work some magic and shrink it down to be this slim, you'd have like the perfect EDC light, in my opinion. So that's gonna wrap up my review, guys, of the Klarus XT1a. This is the new 2018 version, 1000 lumens, battery included. Great deal on this one, guy. I'll put a link in the description where you can purchase this, and we'll see from Amazon, and we'll see you on the next video.